Some people say it's not a 1911 unless it's a Colt. Yeah, we broke this one out today. This is one of my prized possessions as far as a 1911 goes. This is a, oh man, it is a noisy morning. Never understood why people own cars like that. They're so loud. Maybe they just want to be jerks to the neighbors and anybody they pass by. This is one of my prized 1911s. It's a Colt reproduction World War I pistol. And I got a reproduction paddle holster. You know what? The ballistol is good for the leather too. Just an excuse to use the ballistol. Actually, right here is a really important spot to get. Look at how it soaks it right up. There we go. And right here in the fold. There we go. For fun. Yeah, we did a video today, a main video with this one. So figured I gotta make sure before I store it back away that it is nicely oiled. So we did a couple of videos this morning, really cool. One was an idea that I've had since the beginning of the channel, since the beginning of making the Batjack JW channel, and that idea was what's in the box. I thought about that idea early on, and what it was, basically the premise of the idea is basically put something in that box, something at random, and then unbox it. Basically on the video, talk about it. It's like a random topic or something, random gun, what it means to me, something personal, whatever. So yeah, we did film the very first one of that, so that'll be up soon. What else did we do? Oh, we did a video on, come on, what do you think? You just saw it. Ballistol. Ballistol. Yes, so the video didn't actually have anything really specifically to do with that 1911, but it was just an array of stuff that I've been using the ballistol on. Broke it out, such as leather, guns, and anything I can find around here, just for an excuse to use the stuff and smell the aroma of ballistol. Halloween is on the bound. October is moving along. Far as my little makeshift home video that I was trying to put together, it's not going so well because really it's just because of lack of ideas. That may change, not sure, but there really is a lack of ideas. And because it's pretty much me doing it on my own, it makes it a lot harder to put certain shots together. So the old me and Mr. Tripod here are doing the best we can, but it really would help. You know what I need? I was going to actually look into it. I need a remote for the camera. That would be really cool. A remote to say click on, click off. That would be. I'm going to look for that in the future. I'm going to look for that. But anyway, speaking of Halloween and all that, how many of you, raise your hand, have seen the movie Bone Tomahawk? And that's starring Kurt Russell, a pro-gun actor, by the way. Yeah. Kurt Russell's cool because I think he's not only is he pro-gun, Kurt Russell is, you can tell he's a cowboy inside. You really can tell that. He gets into it. So, all right, Bone Tomahawk is a movie I remember seeing advertised. Wanted to see it really bad. When I finally did, great movie. It's a kind of a scary kind of movie in a sense. It's a western. It's a western. At first, when I will admit, when you first watch it, you're kind of like, this is gonna be funky. When you see that first scene, for some reason, I thought this is gonna be funky. You can tell the actors are whatever. Anyway, I won't say anything. And they're kind of two kind of well-known actors too. Sid Haig is one of them, which I actually like. Sid Haig. Most people, interesting thing is, most people when they think of Sid Haig, I think that's how you say his name, big burly guy. They always think of the Rob Zombie films. What is it? Devil's Rejects, The House of a Thousand Corpses, all that. Actually, for me, when I think of Sid Haig, the first time I ever saw him was in those Soul Cinema type, whatever they, with Pam Grier. There was one called Coffee or Kofi or something. A really crazy movie. It's one of those exploitation films of the 70s. That's when I first started seeing him. I think it was Jack Hill was directing those. That's where I kind of remember him by. So when I saw him show up as Captain Spaulding, I went, "Wow, what the heck? I haven't seen him." And everything. It kind of almost like brought him to the spotlight, and it said back to the spotlight or something. So anyway, back to Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk, crazy Western movie that is just like. It's, I don't know. Okay, if you don't like gory stuff, which I admit, I mean, I'm a horror movie fanatic, but I also like the silly aspect of a lot of horror stuff. That's why I like those 80s campy movies and the 70s weirdo movies, is because the effects were kind of goofy. They were, in a sense, it was almost like they were meant to be over the top and kind of goofy and goofball. What I mean by this Bone Tomahawk effects in the end, is a little too graphic. It's a little too over the top for me. It was pretty surreal. So, but aside from that, the movie's pretty cool. I won't give away the ending for those of you that haven't watched it, but do keep that in mind. I made the mistake of watching it with someone that doesn't like that kind of stuff. She didn't think it was too awesome, and I gotta admit, it shocked me. Okay, so but. My favorite scene is when the deputy comes into Kurt Russell's little place, and he goes, "Man, that tea smells something bad," and he says, "Because it's not tea, it's corn chowder." He says, "Oh," so he pours him a little bit, and he sits down, and the guy grabs it and gets a big mouthful, and he goes, "Let it cool." I don't know why that's so funny, but it was funny. Got a little wind today. It's been somewhat breezy. I don't know if you'll hear it on the camera, but of course when you want to, it doesn't happen. But yeah, it's been, I don't know, yesterday they said something about a flash flood warning, but haven't seen nothing today that's all that. Well, nothing yet, I guess. So I kind of finished up my boots. What do you think? Well, not too bad, but not too great either. But yeah, I wound up just kind of giving them a little bit of once over. Here, I'll show you as a comparison. Here's some stock bought ones. Now these come like that. Yes, kind of blood red is my favorite color. I don't know what it is about it, but it's really cool. It's my favorite color, and it's really odd. You usually don't see stuff like that. Hey, that's red too. Alright, so here's the grips. I've been working on them today. On the final steps of just kind of polishing them out. I got the aging done to them. I don't want to, I want mine, see these are going to go on mine, so I kind of leave my grips a little crude because I like them just worn looking, like old John Wayne had been carrying them around for forever. Like he's seen the movie The Cowboys and then some. So with the staining and tarnishing to them, you see how it turns out. And I like to call this finish real bone or real ivory or whatever. It just has it definitely has a look to them. It's a lot different. These are the palm swell ones, so we'll see. Just gonna go over and finish up the polishing here. Okay, so I got the here's the JB Weld. That's what I use to attach the one-piece grip. Basically, it's just like putting a spacer in between them. I use JB Weld because I used to use epoxy, and I'm sure there's epoxy that's like this. The reason I started using this is because it's got a little bit more density to it. It's not so runny. I found that when it runs too much, there's a chance that it's going to kind of smear all over the place, and this stuff sets up pretty fast, which I need it to set up good. Alright, I like to set these things up as a one-piece grip. I used to drill the hole and go through all that nonsense. I did not like it at all. Okay, so I got the block. These are the mahogany blocks that I had cut out. A friend of mine had roughly cut them out for me. You can just use a belt sander and shape them up just the way you need to. Okay, so alright, now what I'm gonna do is just get this thing coated. Now, everybody's probably gonna do this differently. I need to put a good amount on mine. Go ahead and I need to get around this camera. Okay, back. It was too hard to do that on camera, and you want to make sure you're precise when you do this because you don't want to goof that up. So, got it in there. All right, and mix up the other one and snap that right on there, just like that. The rain had finally showed up. And just like that, the rain has stopped. Yeah, there they are. All done. Not too shabby. Little palm swell. They do swell out quite a bit. Yeah. I must say they're kind of a handful. That to me is what, if you grip it, it fills up your hand a lot more. I think people with bigger hands may definitely like this. My thoughts on it, it's really comfortable. I think it's definitely different. It's a definite spin on this style grip that I don't think I've actually felt before. So I have never felt a cowboy gun with this kind of grip to it. So I'm impressed with it so far. It's not too bad. Not too bad, you guys. I kind of do like it. It's definitely different. It for me, like I said, it kind of feels really of like a full grip. It really fills your hand out. So, yeah, I think I don't know. I'm still, of course, this is the first day really I put them on the gun, so I got to really check it out for myself. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think it's a really interesting idea. Yeah, well, alright, well, it rained a little bit today, as you saw that. Came down a little extra. Yeah, so yesterday's vlog being, they said about flash floods. I guess it happened today with a little bit of rain, but it just like that, it quits. Alright, so yeah, let's wrap it up. If you haven't checked out the main channel, the video, the Ruger Single 6 and 22 LR, go ahead and check that out. Tomorrow's Wednesday, back to work, but only for 2 days. I'm only working Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'm off again because of Iron Man. Boss man said might as well shut the shop down for Friday and Saturday because, well, Saturday's Iron Man, so it's just going to be a madhouse in town. Friday they usually do some pre-Iron Man stuff, so town gets a little congested. What happens is most of our customers are not going to battle the traffic. They're not going to want to. A lot of the locals around here, they don't want to deal with the traffic. They avoid town until it's over, for say. So a lot of people stay home. For me, I think what I need to do is get to the grocery store either tomorrow or Thursday and get some stuff, because I won't be going into town for that time either. So I want to make sure I have stuff in the fridge, things to eat, and button it down because it's going to be a long weekend for me. In a sense, the good thing about all this, I get a little vacation out of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna be off for 5 days. Yeah, a little vacation for me. Being October, last couple of days, I've been watching Nightmare on Elm Street over and over again, the series. I'm a big horror movie guy, so I grew up with that stuff, and just remembering it from the VHS and going into video stores and stuff, so it just kind of brings me back memories. And I love Halloween, and I just like scary movies, so what can I say? Anyway, yeah, I did, well, you know what, I'll save it for another day. I'll tell you guys about it. Maybe I'll start celebrating when the thing ships out. What's that gonna be? I'll see you later, and, well, no, I'll see you tomorrow. How about that? And for those of you that are still here, there's a little bit of extras from the rainy day today. I filmed some extras because I know there's somebody here that likes to see that stuff, or at least more. So check it out. I'm not sure. You'll probably watch this beforehand, or if not, but you'll see it. It's more rain.